Hello brothers and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to look at the latest Rumour image. There seems to be a lot of conversation about this Rumour image. Some people are saying it's sisters, some people are saying Mechanicus, some people are saying Tempest Scions. Let's jump in, let's take a look and we can just talk about it. So the Rumour image is the image in the background right now. This is what GW put out a couple of days ago, and already people are going down their own routes, what it could be, what it is and stuff like that. Now, one of the most compelling arguments I've seen is that it may belong to the Mechanicus, for the simple reason that if you take this image, what we have now, and you look at this image, which was sent to me by a chap called, if I just confirm his name, a chap called Martin. So thank you, Martin, for sending me this image. He's basically like pointed certain stuff out on this, which is seeable on one of the Mechanicus's doom crawlers. Now, I'm not saying it is a doom crawler, but the evidence is kind of pointing to it. The top hatch of the doom crawler basically has the same hatch as the Rumour image. Now, when it comes to the Mechanicus, they haven't really had a lot of love. I know one of the main arguments for Mechanicus players is that they don't have a transport. Now, on this image as well that Martin's done, there's also one of the other images from the Rumour engine, and this is what people theorise. Oh, maybe this is the new Primaris transport. Maybe this is something to do with Primaris and all that kind of stuff. I'm personally thinking now, if this is some type of transport, then I'm looking at kind of a Mechanicus transport rather than a Primaris transport, which would kind of be hilarious for two things. First thing is that I want my damn Primaris transport, and the second thing is that the Mechanicus players have been wanting a transport for so long, so it looks like, if it does happen that way, that you'll get your transport before I get my dedicated transport. So you just gotta laugh at that, because you guys do deserve it a bit more than me. Another thing as well is that Belisarius Call is basically like the de facto lead. I know he's not the leader. I know he's not the Lord Fabricator of Mars, even though he wants to be. He's petitioning Gilliman to make him the Lord Fabricator of Mars. But with all the new stuff that he's been doing, he's basically been making all the Primaris stuff. And I would have thought, as someone who is from the planet of Mars, or is an adept of the machine god and all that kind of stuff, then he kind of would have put some of the designs to his so-called faction first. Maybe this is going to be the start of him going out and trying to improve the Mechanicus on some of their designs, some of their weapons, some of their vehicles and all that kind of stuff. And maybe that will cause even some division within the ranks. Some people love it, some people hate it. You know how Mars acts when you're trying to change something and make something new, and especially with Belisarius' Call's mindset, he definitely wants to do stuff different from the Martian way. So hopefully it'll create some good story opportunities as well, if that happens. Now, the next image is of a Tempestus Scion Turrets, and as you can see, that hatch is basically nearly a one-for-one reference of the hatch which is in the Rumour image. This is why people are so confused and they're having such debates about this Rumour image. People are dead certain that it's Mechanicus. People are like, no, look at it, it's a Torix. Tempestus Scions are getting upgrades and all that kind of stuff. Personally, for me, if I had to choose a side to fly the banner for, then I would probably pick the Tempestus Scions, just because the similarity between this hatch and the hatch in the Rumour engine is just so close. It absolutely is so close. I think there's one thing we can absolutely all agree on, is that the hatch, whatever it is, whatever it turns out to be, is definitely going to be something for the Imperium. I don't think it's going to be anything related to Chaos, Xenos, Orcs or anything like that. I definitely think this is 100% guaranteed Imperial hatch, if that makes any sense to you chaps. And lastly, let's discuss the Sisters of Battle, because as you know, the Sisters of Battle are definitely coming this year. It would kind of make sense for them to start teasing some of their stuff, but the only thing that puts me off the Sisters is that everything they've teased so far of them looks like a 3D render from a computer, where this actually looks like a proper model, unless they're just basically going into the troll zone and they've actually designed all the Sisters of Battle stuff and they have them as model formats now and they're just showing us the 3D renders. Who knows what's behind GW's eyes, but it would make sense that for them to get a new vehicle, because as I stated in previous videos that even though they're getting a brand new range, it's not just a one-for-one, all right, we're just going to improve that model. They have stated that they will be getting new stuff, and maybe one of this new things they're getting is a new vehicle, maybe a new flyer, new tank, new fast attack vehicle. Who bloody knows? What I do know is that Adepticon is just round the corner, and if my memory serves me right, Adepticon is where they first announced the sisters being redone, rebuilt and stuff like that. So maybe this is kind of a cheeky warm-up to Adepticon, and maybe at Adepticon we'll get the full reveal of this, and it may turn out to be a sister thing, because I definitely think at Adepticon we are going to get more sister stuff. I'm really am, fingers crossed, hoping we actually get a proper painted model or a proper painted vehicle or something for the sisters. Even though I like the 3D render stuff at the moment, I just want to see like a physical new sister model rather than just 3D rendered on a computer. And if we're going for the complete wild theory, let's just go for it. Let's go for the complete wild theory. This is a hatch to Ferrus Manus' Dreadnought, and he will be returning to Warhammer 40,000 as the Primarch brought back from the dead. I'm just kidding. Stop it. Stop it, Valrak. Right, that is me done for another video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I passed on some information. What do you think it is? What do you think the hatch is? It's such a random question. Is this hatch loyal to the Imperium of Man, or is it a traitor? You tell me, what could it be for? I'm probably going to go for something Tempestus Science, because it looks too Tempestus Science. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll speak very soon. See you now, and bye-bye.